day 4 on the Epicurean Way, and we're in the Clare Valley. Here, more than 40 winery cellar doors work together to welcome visitors all year round. Many of those visitors are on a pilgrimage to taste some of the best Rieslings in the country. The unique character of this area is immediately obvious. The valley incorporates 5 quaint villages and the major town of Clare. Vineyards nestle among the gum trees, and the valley's winding roads entice you to explore. They've been growing grapes here since the 1840s. In fact, the first grapes ever grown for commercial use in Australia were planted in Watervale in 1853. In those days, everyone pitched in during the busy times. Annie Wayman was out delivering lunch to vineyard workers when her horse-drawn cart got stuck on a muddy track. And that track today is the famous Annie's Lane, which lends its name to our first stop. And how's this for a coincidence? There's still an Annie at Annie's Lane today. Any relation?
No, no relation. I've been here a long time, but not quite that long.
Driving in, you really do get a sense of the history of the place.
You do. We have 3 cellars that you can wander through. So after their tasting, people can look at the photographs. There's a museum, all the old winemaking implements that they used. So you get a real sense of what it was like to make wine here so many years ago.
This is a valley strong on tradition. Back in 1878, the Enterprise Brewery supplied more than 13 hotels in the area before closing its doors in 1917. In 1974, Tim Knapstein established his winery in the original heritage-listed building, and in 2006, the company built a microbrewery. This landmark cellar door is open 7 days a week, so why not call in and try their handcrafted wine and beer for yourself? Another stop on the Epicurean Way is Killicanoon. Inside this historic cottage, their cellar door has just had a major refit. And there's another great reason to come here. You can check out the Wine by Cycle experience, a winery loop ride on one of these babies. The route takes you to places like the historic Seven Hill Cellars, the very first winery ever built in the district and a fascinating place. You'll also have a choice of lunch venues, including the valley's famous Skilligalee restaurant just down the road. Now, it's pretty hard to throw a lazy dozen on the back of a bike, so anything you buy along the way will be sent to Killicanoon and waiting for you at the end of your ride. How good's that? And your tour will finish with a VIP tasting session. Yes, the Clare Valley is a pretty place. There's no shortage of rolling hills and green fields, and Paulette Wines is one place where you'll find a quintessential outlook. This stunning view is the Polish Hill River Valley. Isn't it sensational? I'm actually finding it really hard just to tear myself away from staring at it, but there's something brand new here I've got to check out. I'm here to catch up with Ali Paulette, who is keen to show me a new addition to the Epicurean Way, their Bush Divine Cafe.
It was a logical process for us. We've had so many people come through saying, why don't you have a cafe, why don't you do food to utilise this fantastic view that we've got. So we planted a bush food garden a few years ago. It's producing some great foods, and so we decided to put that bush food on the tables and sample it for people. It's a great spot to sit, and best of all, we're open 7